Welcome to the deep dive.
Okay, so today we're diving into something really quite amazing. Think about whales, these absolutely enormous creatures living for ages packed with cells.
Hmm.
Yet somehow they almost never get cancer. It just seems wrong, biologically speaking. So what's their secret? That's our mission today. Could it actually help us?
It really is a genuine head scratcher, isn't it? I mean, trillions of cells, potentially centuries of life for some species,
Mhm.
and cancer's incredibly rare.
Right.
Scientists call this a biological paradox. And, well, our deep dive today points towards this really extraordinary protein. It's called P53, kind of a cellular guardian.
Okay, P53. Let's unpack that paradox first, though. Peto's paradox, you called it. How does that work, basically?
Yeah, Peto's paradox. It's pretty logical on the surface. The idea is simple. The more cells you have and the longer you live,
Mm-hmm.
the more chances there are for one of those cells to mutate and become cancerous, just, statistically. More cell divisions, more opportunities for errors. Makes sense. Like buying more lottery tickets increases your chances of winning, except here, winning is cancer. Not good.
Exactly. That's the theory. But the really compelling thing is these huge, long-lived animals, whales, elephants are another great example. They just don't follow the rule.
They break the statistics.
They totally break them. Their cancer rates are way lower than you'd expect. So evolution must have, well, given them some kind of workaround, some really clever adaptations.
So when scientists first noticed this, was it just total confusion? Or did they immediately think, okay, there's got to be some evolutionary cheat code here?
Oh, definitely confusion at first. It took a lot of research, decades really. But now, yeah, we're really zeroing in on that cheat code, and P53 seems to be a huge part of it. You called it the guardian of the genome.
Right. So tell us about P53. What exactly is it doing? Why is it so important?
Okay, so P53 is crucial. Think about your DNA. Every day it can get damaged, right?
Yeah.
UV light, toxins, just random mistakes when cells copy themselves.
Happens all the time.
All the time. So P53 acts like a quality control inspector. First, if it spots DNA damage, it can hit pause on cell division.
Okay, gives the cell a chance to fix things.
Precisely. Time for repairs. But, and this is the really key part, if the damage is too severe, if it's beyond fixing,
Then what?
then P53 basically tells the cell, nope, you're too risky. It triggers something called apoptosis.
Apoptosis.
Oh.
Sounds serious.
It is. It's programmed cell death. The cell self-destructs, nice and tidy, before it can turn cancerous. P53 is essentially pulling the plug on dangerous cells.
Wow. Okay, that sounds incredibly effective. A perfect defense, almost. But hang on. We have P53 too, right? So why do we still get cancer so often?
Yeah.
Is our version just less good?
That's a really sharp question. Yes, we absolutely have T53, and it is vital for us. Without it, things would be much worse. But here's the catch. Humans typically only have one copy of the P53 gene.
Just one.
Just one functional copy, usually. Think of it like having one really good security guard watching over a massive factory.
Okay, one guard. Seems a bit understaffed for, us.
It can be. That one guard can sometimes get overwhelmed or even mutate it itself, making it useless. And that's where the whales come in with their superpower.
Right, this is the amazing part. What's different about whales?
It's genuinely astonishing. When researchers looked, they found whales don't just have one copy of P53, they have a lots.
Lots. Like, how many?
Sometimes 20 or more copies. It
Yeah.
varies between species, but significantly more than us.
20. So instead of one security guard.
You've got a whole squadron,
Huh.
an army of P53 guards.
Wow.
And what that means is whale cells are hypersensitive to DNA damage. They can detect errors much faster. And crucially, they're much quicker to trigger that apoptosis, that self-destruct sequence.
So they're more aggressive about it.
Exactly. If a cell looks even slightly dodgy, the extra P53 copies basically shout, get rid of it.
Mm-hmm.
No hesitation. It's this incredible redundancy, like multiple backup systems. One P53 copy gets damaged. No problem, there are 19 others ready to go.
That makes so much sense.
Yes.
Multiple layers of defense. Okay, so this is fascinating biology, but let's get to the so what for us. Can we actually learn from this? Can we use this whale trick?
That's the million-dollar question, isn't it? And yes, scientists are working really hard on this. The potential is just huge.
Like what? What could we do?
Well, imagine if we could find ways to sort of boost our own P53 system, maybe reactivate dormant copies or pathways we might have, or design therapies that mimic how the whale's multiple P53s work together.
So, new cancer drugs.
Potentially, yes. But maybe even more exciting is the idea of prevention. Could we develop treatments that especially as we age, give ourselves some of that whale-like resilience. Make them better at stopping cancer before it even starts.
Sort of preemptively upgrading our cellular security system.
You got it. Moving from just treating cancer to actually preventing it on a biological level. It's a paradigm shift, really.
And it's not just whales doing clever things, is it? You mentioned elephants.
Right. It's not only about P53, though that's a big part of the whale story. Elephants, for example, have extra copies of a different tumor suppressor gene called LIF6, which also helps trigger apoptosis in damaged cells.
Okay, so another route to the same goal.
Exactly. And then you've got animals like naked mole rats, these weird little wrinkly rodents. They live incredibly long for their size and almost never get cancer. They seem to produce a special substance, a sort of gooey molecule called hyaluronin, in their tissues that physically stops cells from clumping together and forming tumors.
Wow, so nature has come up with multiple solutions to this problem.
Absolutely. It's like nature has been running these incredible experiments for millions of years. Whales, elephants, mole rats, they each hold a piece of the puzzle. By studying all these different strategies, we get a much richer picture of how cancer resistance can evolve. It's not just one secret weapon, it's a whole arsenal.
It really puts our own biology into perspective. So when you think about tackling cancer, maybe the biggest breakthroughs aren't just going to come from test tubes and labs.
Maybe not exclusively, no.
They might actually be swimming out there in the ocean or, digging underground somewhere.
Precisely. The answer, or at least a big part of it, could be waiting in the natural world. The sheer power and ingenuity locked inside the whale's P53 system, it really makes you wonder.
Yeah.
It just invites you to think. How much more is out there? What other biological cheat codes has evolution created that we haven't even discovered yet that could completely change how we approach human health and medicine? It's a pretty profound thought.